YouTube says Opus 4.8 is one of the biggest Claude upgrades in months. Reddit says the model won't stop saying, "let me be honest," and burns through tokens. Both are correct. And if you're building on the API or using Claude Code, neither review tells you what to do next. That is what we are covering today. Anthropic released Opus 4.8 on May 28, 2026, 41 days after Opus 4.7. The model ID on the API is Claude Opus 4.8. Three things ship with it. First, better judgment about its own work. Second, dynamic workflows in Claude Code. That is a team of agents mode for big jobs. Third, a fast mode that runs at 2.5 times higher output speed. The headline number Anthropic wants you to remember is 4 times. Opus 4.8 catches its own code errors roughly 4 times more often than 4.7 did. The more interesting number for you as a builder is 41. 41 days between releases. And tucked in the announcement is a name, Claude Mythos. A more powerful model is coming. Anthropic says Opus 4.8 is the practice round before it arrives. Let me set up what everyone agrees on before I get to the part nobody talked about. The pricing stayed flat, $5 per million input tokens, $25 per million output tokens on standard mode. Same as Opus 4.7. The context window is 1 million tokens on the Claude API, Amazon Bedrock, and Google Vertex AI. Microsoft Foundry gets 200,000 tokens. Max output is 128,000 tokens per response. If you were on Opus 4.7 and already removed temperature, top P, and top K from your request, good. That cleanup mostly covers the 4.8 migration too. And if you're jumping from 4.6 or earlier and you still have temperature in your request body, remove it. Sending it to 4.8 returns a 400 error. The replacement is the effort parameter. That is how you now tell the model how hard to think. Now here is the part that matters and that most coverage did not explain clearly. The self-checking upgrade is real, but it behaves differently than you expect from a product announcement. Think of it like this. You have a senior developer on your team who used to submit work and then wait for you to find the problems. Opus 4.8 is trained to surface the problems itself before you see the output. Anthropic's evaluations say it is roughly 4 times less likely than 4.7 to let code flaws pass without flagging them. A tester from Bridgewater said Claude pointed out issues with inputs and outputs of an analysis before the results came back. The kind of problems other models leave for you to find yourself. That is a real change for production pipelines. The catch is how this shows up on the surface. If you're using Claude for casual chat, the same behavior that flags problems in code reads as the model hedging. Let me be honest. You're not crazy. Anthropic calls it honesty. Some Reddit users call it annoying. They are not wrong about the surface behavior. They just have a different use case than you. Here is the gotcha that nobody in the YouTube reviews said clearly. The effort levels were recalibrated in Opus 4.8. Same label, different token cost compared to 4.7. Let me do small math so this is clear. On 4.7, high effort was your normal working mode. On 4.8, high allows somewhat less thinking than before. Xhigh now allows substantially more. And max is for high stakes work where being wrong costs you. What does this mean in practice? Switch model IDs without changing your effort setting and you will not get the same behavior or the same bill. This is not a bug. It is a recalibration. Check your costs after you switch. A quick test on a sample job before rolling to your whole pipeline is worth 10 minutes. For harder tasks, the docs recommend Xhigh. For the most critical production changes, max. Set effort explicitly if cost predictability matters to you. The default is high. Dynamic workflows is the other headline feature and it is a research preview. What I mean is, it is on and working now, but Anthropic is still refining it. Here is the simple way to think about it. You know the feeling where you hand a big task to Claude and wait, hoping it does not mess up? Dynamic workflows is Anthropic's answer to that. Claude Code plans the task, breaks it into subtasks, spawns parallel agents on each piece, then checks the results before giving you anything. For Max Plan and Team Plan users, it's on by default. Enterprise Plan users, it's off by default. An admin turns it on in Claude Code settings at code.claude.com. To trigger it, ask Claude to create a workflow or switch on the Ultra Code setting in Claude Code. The Anthropic demo, 750,000 lines of Rust ported from Zig, 99.8% of tests passing, 11 days, hundreds of parallel agents. Important, that migration was not in production at the time of the announcement. It is a capability demo. The gotcha is token burn. Dynamic workflows is not one conversation. It is many agents running at the same time. Start with one bounded module, not your whole code base. Check whether Claude scoped the work sensibly and preserved existing behavior. Then go bigger. Fast mode is the third new thing. You get up to 2.5 times higher output token speed. The cost is $10 per million input tokens and $50 per million output tokens. In Claude Code, type /fast to enter fast mode for the session. On the API, add speed:fast to your request. That is more expensive per token than standard. But Anthropic says it's roughly 3 times cheaper than the fast inference option on previous Opus models. Use fast mode for exploring, drafting, and moving through low-risk loops where you just want to move quickly. Do not use it for your final pass on a production migration or anything security sensitive. For those, stay on standard and read the output carefully. One more API addition that shipped quietly, mid-conversation system messages. Opus 4.8 now accepts a system role message immediately after a user turn in your messages array. This lets you update instructions mid-task in a long agentic loop without restating the full system prompt. Your earlier prompt cache hits are preserved. No beta header needed. 2 more things before I get to what you should actually do with all of this. First, if you're on GitHub Copilot, Opus 4.8 is generally available on Copilot Pro Plus, Business, and Enterprise. Until June 1st, 2026, it carries a 15 times premium request multiplier against your monthly premium request unit quota. After June 1st, usage-based billing replaces the multiplier. If you're evaluating real cost on Copilot before committing to Opus 4.8, factor this in before June 1st. Second, Claude Mythos. It is not available yet. A small number of cybersecurity organizations can access it under Project Glasswing. Anthropic says Mythos class models will come to general customers in the coming weeks. No firm date. Opus 4.8 is the model you use to build good habits before that arrives. That is the story underneath this release. So what do you actually do? Let me walk through this in order. First, the migration. If you're on Opus 4.7, change the model ID to Claude Opus 4.8 in your request. Confirm that temperature, top P and top K are not in your request body. If they are, remove them. Check your thinking block. If you have thinking type enabled with a budget tokens number, change it to thinking type adaptive. Then test your usual job and check the cost. Do not assume the bill is the same. The effort levels changed. Budget for that before you roll it to production. If you're on Opus 4.6 or earlier and jumping directly to 4.8, same rules. Remove the sampling parameters. Use the effort parameter instead. For Claude Code users on Max or Team plans, dynamic workflows is already on. Start with one bounded, well-scoped job. Not improve my app. Pick something specific. Migrate one module from pattern A to pattern B, or audit one folder for one class of bug. Watch your token usage. If it went well, go bigger. If you're on Copilot and want to try Opus 4.8 before June 1st, run a small test first. The 15 times multiplier means your real cost today is not what it will be after June 1st. And for the self-checking behavior, if you're running Claude in production pipelines, this is a net win. You'll see more output flagging uncertainty, more questions before the model commits. That is the feature working. Design your pipeline to handle it. So here is the honest middle. YouTube is right that Opus 4.8 is a real upgrade. The self-checking is a genuine behavior change. Dynamic workflows is a real capability jump for the right jobs. The price held flat. Reddit is right that the surface behavior changed in ways that are annoying in casual chat. Token burn on dynamic workflows is a real risk if you do not scope carefully. And the effort recalibration is a real cost surprise if you switch model IDs without checking. The builder's version of this, the model is better at knowing when it does not know. That is worth something in production. Migrate with the checklist. Test effort costs before rolling out. Start dynamic workflows small. Check Copilot usage before June 1st if that applies to you. Build good habits now. Anthropic is telling you clearly, Mythos is coming in weeks. Builders who already know what effort levels mean and how to scope agentic jobs will use it far better. Subscribe for practical AI systems you can reuse.